Welcome once again to these studies in the book of Nehemiah. Today we come to Nehemiah chapter 11 and verse 1 through to chapter 13 verse 3. Quite a substantial portion of the book, and chapters which are full of names, but names that were recorded to teach us three great truths. In particular, they describe to us the way in which the great visions of both Nehemiah and Ezra came to fulfillment. Firstly, in chapter 13 verses 1 to 3, we are told how the people were established as a separate community, conformed to the word of God as a kingdom of priests in the service of the Lord their God. You might like to compare Exodus chapter 19 verse 6 with Nehemiah 12 1 to 26 and 44 to 47. But secondly, they showed that because the people were once again in fellowship with God, the place where he had promised his presence to dwell was once again a testimony to his glory. Look at 11 1 to 24, 12 27 to 43, especially verse 43, and then compare Psalm 48 verses 1 and 2. Thirdly, the people gradually reclaimed the land of promise for God. We see this in chapter 11 verses 25 to 36. Now it's clear they were not making an attempt to establish a Jewish state, since some went to live in Kiriath Arba or Hebron, which was in Idumea, and we read of that in chapter 11 verse 25. However, these and other places had been declared as places where God would appoint his presence. You might like to look at Genesis chapter 22 verse 18. He would appoint his presence for the blessing of the world. Thus these people were driven on by a desire for the salvation of God to reach the nations of the world.